Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers, Facebookians. Welcome to another edition of Mary Sky Relays video blog. I'm Mary Sky. So I got a couple announcements for you since the last video. I think I did one, what was it, yesterday or Monday or something? Anyway, so last night I tried some wine. It was a dessert wine with uh, Irish cream in it. I'm telling you, it was bad, but it wasn't great. It was. But anyway, so today I decided, yeah, you can see if I'm a little red. That's because I got it. I'm getting a tan. My beautiful female skin's getting tan. So let me just tell you what's going on. So this morning I got up, right? Last night I had a problem where I made a phone call and ripped into someone, right? And then Chloe called right after and ripped into the person too, at this place. So then this morning, Chloe's like, well, what are we going to do about this problem? You know, it was a different problem. And I said, simple. They want to make a move, we're going to make a move. We're sticking on the door, you know, because Chloe's kind of panicked and paranoid. So I stuck a note on the door saying, I've been expecting you. Please, do not bother me, so forth, unless you need to. So what happened is because of my one bottle of wine drinking that made me act funny, I basically lambasted him with vulgarity. You know, I know Terry's like, oh, you need to be nice. Well, when it comes to my family, like Dinky, I'm nice. When it comes to doctors that did my face, my boobs and stuff, I'm nice. But if it's a stupid person, literally, I'm not nice, all right? And I'm not going to sit around for weeks on end waiting for something to happen, okay? My motto is I'm going to the freaking beach, okay? So this morning I got up, washed up. I looked at Chloe as I'm going to the beach. Chloe says, can I go too? And I says, you can go wherever you want. It's the beach. My hair is a little showing. It's gray. So this morning I got up and I went to the beach. That's right. I decided to take a long time at the beach. Then tomorrow I'm going to the beach, but I'm bringing a beach towel, a pillow, and a book. I'm just going to stay down there. What the hell? I mean, I could do my spreadsheets and sections and not worry about it until in the evening when I'm freaking roasted. But my main thing is I'm going to the beach. That's right. I'm going to the beach. Hell, I might put on a bikini tomorrow and go down to the beach. Literally, just strip down to a bikini and let myself get a tan. If I take a snooze, I take a snooze. I'll pack a little blankie, too. So if Chloe wants to put blankie over me on this beautiful 75-degree weather, I will do it. Let her go walk around the beach. My main thing is it was just too gorgeous and no one's there, so why not utilize that beach? I mean, look, there's a lot of driftwood. Big deal. I can go and sit down there and enjoy myself for a while. No one cares. No one cares. No one's going to care. My motto, let me be in the beach. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a tan. Why? Because it's pleasant. 2 is it's something to do. And 3, I'm not wasting my time waiting for some fat Twinkie eating hilljack to get back to me on this problem. If they want to come and I'm not there, fine. I mean, look, last night I was talking to Dinky. I was depressed. Well, I was depressed because, frankly, here's the deal. I'm sitting there, and I got a lady who's bothering the shit out of me. Literally bothering the shit out of me and pestering me. So what did I do? I turned around, and I went to, quote, unquote, I went to Boost. Changed my number. They wouldn't let me have another number on this island, so I said, fuck it. I'll take one from my old at home. So they gave me an address for when I lived near the wine country in Redmond. Sounds good to me. I don't care. It's my zip code. When I lived in the 90s. Yeah, I lived over in Woodinville. I'll just take Woodinville number. Phone's good. I don't have to answer to anyone. People want to call me, let them. I'm not giving my number out. Frankly, I don't want to give my number out. And then these people sit there and say, oh, you need to give your number out. No, Problem is, I don't want the damn number. If the island's full and you can't do it, and then I just went along and changed it. I got tired of my number, so I will keep this number for maybe 6 months or so and then change it again, just because I don't. I mean, I'm not paranoid or delusioned or any of that. I'm just at the point in my life where I want, um, honestly, I want for the love of me, I just want to let you guys know I changed my number because I was too freaking tired. I gotta send a message to Sam, but you get the idea. I love Sam. I love Panji. I love Renbro. All these people I love. Their family. And so for me, I just figured as a woman, I'm gonna go to the beach. I mean, look, I got up this morning going, oh, let's stick a note on the door and leave. My note was basically direct and frank, just like last night's phone call. Now the manager messaged me and she said, oh, I know it left a notice for everyone. I go, what's it about? Oh, it's the same notice I gave the other day. And I said she said, oh, about cars and about noise and about this. If you're too, so I was like, oh, well, whatever. I don't give a damn. But so basically, I did some spreadsheets today, not that many. I should be on top of things, but with me going to the beach tomorrow, I might just take in Saturday and Sunday, depending on what's going on Saturday and Sunday. I might go to the beach then too. I thought about sitting down and investing in a bicycle and riding around on these warm days. I mean, what's the point of just being cooped up? I mean, what's the point? I mean, tonight's projects, I'm going to pack a bag, like I said, pack up some stuff, pack some notes, and I might just take my time, like I said, going to the, to the, the, uh, the beach, And I know my cousin Dinky, she's like really proud of me for getting out. It's helped my depression. Yeah, I mean, literally, the reason I was doing it for two reasons is, I'm trying to honestly avoid a confrontation right now because, as I was telling Dinky the other day, you guys know the story about the the Chloe Spice, where Chloe Spice turned around and basically turned around and said something about, the neighbors did this and the neighbors did that. And so, everyone's sitting there, like three different sets, four different sets, five different sets, six different sets of people, six people, let's just say, not sets, basically are hoping she gets arrested for, calling the federal law enforcement on reporting the neighbors. And so, you got agencies saying, what do this, what do that, and I'm going. Yeah, you see, one of the depressions I have is, as I said in my videos, is I get depressed very easily if I get tore down and so forth. But one of the things that depresses me is, for example, I sit there, right? And let's just say things aren't going according to plan. Okay, airplane, and things aren't going according to plan. And yet I got one lady basically sitting there, okay, and she wants to be part of the plan. Let's just say. And the problem with it is she wants to be in control of the plan, okay. But in the meantime, I've already gone and talked to 6 other people about the situation. And these 6 people say, no, just leave that part alone. Leave it alone and let's see what happens on this part. Just play it by ear, right? Meanwhile, I get mad because I hear, oh, yeah, you need to contact me. You need to contact me. I've been informed, not by one, but by 3 other social workers, do not contact her until we are ready, until it is the last resort. Meanwhile, I keep getting calls So what did I do? I turned around and I said, what do I do? And she says, well, for being harassed by this person, change your number. So last night I changed my number. And I was thinking about it because, frankly, I don't want to be harassed right now. Okay, we have a delicate situation. I mean, literally, we have a delicate situation. I'm sitting here on the USS Enterprise watching, observing as a fleet admiral and waiting. Meanwhile, these people say, until this happens, right? Well, let me explain. My family, Dinky is awesome, and so we were working on a plan on something important, and basically, we must now wait in the hangar. Okay, now the 3 social workers I've reported to, and I gave them the information because they're working with me and they're not working with the other social worker. The other social worker was working with Dinky, and I'm talking somewhat code here. But anyways, that social worker is on hold, basically because these 3 say wait and see what happens. Well, it's a complicated issue. Now, Dinky knows that it's 50-50 or less chance, but we must wait in the hangars. Meanwhile, like Dinky said, of this part of this problem is, what to do. Now, this lady also wants to full access to talk to the apartment manager, the first social worker. Unfortunately, they work together, right? My manager pushed her back and said, "No, I don't have a release of info, and it is not time yet." So this lady's sitting there saying, "Well, I'm going to be helping out Rita and Dinky. I'm in command." Whereas I sit there and say, "No, I'm sitting in the helm's chair." Tara, instead of having the old Constellation class starship that her and Corey has, I just upgraded them to an Akira class starship designed for Borg technology and massive load payload to torpedoes. Corey'd be happy about that. All right. So basically, I'm sitting as fleet admiral, strategically placing my things on all across the board. Meanwhile, the one that did talk to the first social worker supposedly was the therapist, because I had to sign a release because therapists are getting paid by that group. Fortunately, therapist turned around and said, even though there's too much problems and Chloe's mom doesn't want to take responsibility for her, Chloe's grandparents don't want to take responsibility. No one wants to take the responsibility. Rita's trying to hold everything together. There's got to be some happy medium. I'm recommending in my own referral to go to CMAR Mental Clinic in Mount Vernon. I do not recommend sending her off to another mental hospital due to tax-paying benefits. The taxpayer shouldn't pay it. So there you go. So meanwhile, we're trying to coordinate that stuff. Meanwhile, I am sitting here on the command chair. And so my therapist said, that's the best course of action, because therapists can basically stop it right then and there by what me and this one lady, because she said, oh, I talked to the social worker and she filled me in and she said, look, I don't recommend this, I don't recommend that, but something's going to happen. So I basically said, well, what do we do? And she said, play it by ear. Just play it by ear. Play it by ear. Plain and simple. So technically it's all play it by ear game. So technically, but I wanted to share that with you all because it's kind of disturbing, it's literally a disturbing situation, that play it by ear. So basically I got all these people coming and going and I'm just sitting here. So basically, so what I did was with the one lady, the one social worker, I know what she's done. And so I basically just said, look, if you guys want to contact me, here's my number, we'll talk. Otherwise, I'm going to be out because it's sunny. I mean, literally, here's the problem, okay? Problem is I turned around and I literally went out to the beach. And I'm going to the beach tomorrow. And then the other problem is I'm gonna probably take the Inter Island Ferry on the weekend just to relax, do some spreadsheets. But take the Inter Island Ferry. I mean, what's the point of being freaking cooped up? I mean, literally. If I take the Inter Island Ferry on the weekend, I can basically enjoy a little of relaxed time, and so Moppy and I can enjoy our time. I mean, basically, to me, I'm gonna be blunt and say, it needs to be done, and so we can enjoy a little more life. I mean, until I get a bicycle, I want to go get out more. And during sunny days, if it's raining, I'll just stay home and do spreadsheets. But my phone's data is still pretty good. So and I'm not complaining about Chloe. So now let's talk about today, okay? Ever since yesterday's little incident, Chloe said, with these small problems around the apartment complex, it was driving me nuts. So a couple things drive me nuts is my budget. All right. Every time I turn around, I have a problem where I slip just a bit. Like today, for example, and I'm not blaming Chloe. Monday, I think no, it was Tuesday. I got done with my therapist appointment, great appointment, and I was hungry. Well, I went over to the bait shop and they're closed, so I had to go over to the marketplace, the grocery store, the market, and in downtown, and they have a deli. And when I was there, this lady was trying to peddle her um, chicken. Uh, what do they call those? Chicken. The Christmas food for Christmas. Anyways, chicken. Uh, Anyways, and then there's chicken tenders. So I got two of those giant chicken burrito things that's wrapped in corn. Um, you know, um, and basically, I got those because I knew if I just came with chicken by myself, it would be hell. And so I need to stop eating out completely so I don't have to make much purchases, for the future. And it'll be better for me because I can just take my sandwich with me too. I got bread and I got peanut butter, so I'll take that tomorrow. You know, um, uh, you know, yeah. So I thought I would, uh, tell you about that. Um, because it's interesting. So it's Mexican, dude. So I just can't remember it offhand. So you know. So it's what they use at Christmas time. And my neighbor, I'm just trying to remember the name of it. My neighbor, turned around and I mean, my neighbor used it all the time, but I'm not gonna go and ask Chloe because I don't want to feel embarrassed. It was just something I just can't remember. But anyways, yeah, I mean, Tara Dinky last night said something about it's nasty. Yeah. So it was like something she said something about nasty. Yep. It was like um oh, tamales. So yeah, chicken tamales is what it was. So basically, so we went and got that at lunch, and it was okay. But that was Tuesday. Wednesday, nothing happened. Went to food bank, did this, and last night was kind of bad because there was a couple of problems, and I'm going to share it with you. Was the problem last night is I had a few Doritos and a few peppers for dinner, the sweet peppers. The reason for it is I went out and I bought $12 a hamburger. It went bad. Basically, it went bad, and Chloe opened up McTacos, and it was like reeking, and I'm like, "What the hell? I just lost $12." And in the last week since payday, I've lost not one meal but three meals because of lack of this or lack of that. And one of the things I'm not going to go and bitch about because it doesn't pay to bitch about it is, I've made a nickname around. Certain family members and stuff of Masturbation McGee, which MM, and it's just a family joke, but it's a derogatory joke, honestly. The reason for it is they're all saying, well, this person needs help, they need severe help, they shouldn't be delaying dinner until wee hours of dinner. Like one night we had dinner at like 12:30. And then they're sitting there like 12:30. You got to be kidding me! And at that time of night, I just don't want to basically eat anything. It's like 12:30. And so last night I was drinking, and I had a couple questions, and so I made some phone calls, and then finally, and so I'd like to just say, today one of the things that happened to me, and I want to talk about this because people that are autistic. I was walking today, right? And I spent a lot of time out. I was coming into town, and it was stop and go because Moppy, Chloe, and we get to town, and it's like, I gotta go to the bathroom. Well, so did I. So, when we were down at the beach, they have a toilet. So I just plopped myself up and emptied myself. I plopped a load, and not no offense being a woman, emptied a Duke and their like toilet, and they have this giant septic tank, right? And it goes down, and there's two holes. Each toilet, the men's and women's toilet, sitting on this big concrete septic tank. They concreted the septic tank, so you got the toilets. So when they sit on the toilet seat, all you get is cold air coming up from the septic tank. So the guy sitting on his side, you'll hear it go plop plop or pee, and on my side, being on their side, the men's side, I'm not a man. They do the same. So I was just sitting there. But anyway, so we were there. The guy thought we're transvestites. I said no, and when he saw these, he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry." I go, "Don't worry about it. It's getting too hot wearing the sweatshirt." And the beach was just amazing. I mean, it was just gorgeous. And he was talking about how he ended up from California up here, and I was like, "Cool." But anyways, so what happened is afterwards we decided to go to town, right? So bait shop was closed. I had to go somewhere else for lunch. Now, usually I would sit there and say yes or no, but this time around I wasn't gonna F around because I know Chloe would freaking snap. And when it comes to lunch. So I got us both lunch. And this time around when I was getting lunch, they offered me ranch dressing and tartar sauce. Sounds good to me, is what I said. I'll take it. So basically, that's something I wanted to share with you all. Then, after so long, I waited and waited and waited till the mail came home, and I told Chloe, if you want to go to the beach tomorrow, get your chores done. Literally, I mean, I'm putting my foot down. You're getting everything covered anyways. You might as well just freaking get your house chores done and do your projects I've issued you. Because I have enough on my plate already. I mean, I got a few goals I got to do tonight myself, but those goals will get done tonight. As the matter of fact, the problem is, I mean, see what happened is after we went from the beach, we went to lunch. From lunch, we went over to a coffee shop. From there, we had ice cream at the coffee shop, and then we left. That accumulates a lot of money. Not including, I got to go to the pet store tomorrow to make sure I have enough hay for the month for Ebo. Bun Bun's what I call them, for short bunny, bun bun. And then, so on our way home from ice cream shop, we stopped by the smoke shop, the gas station, and I specifically said, I want Grizzly Dark long cut. What's he give me? Grizzly Dark wintergreen, not the red can, the green can. $1 off, and he gives me pouches. I still got to make sure to get another bag of coffee too this month. Literally. So I thought I would share that with you all, And so now to some other interesting information today. So Chloe's making dinner tonight. She's making pork steaks, cornbread, and beans. And I think we only need 1 can of beans for 2 of us. Making 2 cans would make us gluttonize with pork steaks and cornbread. So she's making a triple chocolate chunk fudge cake too. Well, anyways, so basically that's what's going on. So I figured I would share that with you all. Chicken tamales. I eat them at Christmas time. So you know, so so yeah, and then on other news, I was talking to Dinky about a backup plan. I was talking about trailers. And basically, she was like, I thought you gave up on that idea. Well, it's basically a backup plan just in case, And so, anyways, my father-in-law is kind of being a butthole right now. I'll tell you the story. What happened? Okay, so, so yesterday, I believe it was, I was seeing the manager, and I got a call, and it might have been two. No, it was Tuesday. Tuesday was it? I think it was. Anyways, Tuesday or Wednesday. Anyways, lawyer calls. Lawyer turns around, tells me he can't take the case, and then I had another lawyer call me, the guy that he referred, and he says he won't take the case, too complicated. But he gives me advice, and then he gives me a couple numbers. And the numbers is for people that need qualify for free legal counseling or legal help. So to me, I'm like, what do I do, And so basically, so gave me information. So I left messages. I recalled them and left messages, and so they can send me an info packet out. And to me, it's like, okay. So talking to Tara Dinky, I said, I was just looking at a tent trailer. Of course, she said, that who's towing it? Well, I didn't think about towing it. They kept thinking that I needed a trailer, so why not start with a tent trailer and work my way around? Unfortunately, the tent trailer is not a good idea because trying to find a trailer is like trying to find something else. I mean, me and Chloe were talking about tent trailers, and a lot of them want too much money for them. I mean, you can get a motorhome, and it's like, oh yeah, self-contained, everything's great, and then you got other people, and then these people with these tent trailers, they're like, I got a 1970 tent trailer. I want $6,000. It's like, for that price, I should just go finance a tent trailer and pay payments on it. Get a basic tent trailer to live in. Do they even make them anymore? I mean, what is the basic tent trailer? And how much money do you need to be putting down for it? Oh, you need to have a car to tow it. Well, if I can't tow it, then what's the point of getting a tent trailer, you see? And I don't want a regular trailer. I mean, everything's like, I mean, what happened to the...
Some sweet and tangy spicy barbecue on your burger thing?
No, I want mine just with garlic.
Okay.
Throw on garlic. That's how I like it. So, anyways, I want to share that with you. So, I showed Chloe a minute video on Final Fantasy VII. They finally let some new information come out today on it, and it looks good. I hope it's not just an exclusive to PS4, but we get a Switch port of it, because that is going to be really cool. I mean, I think I mean, this is the year for the Switch. So technically it seems really cool, And so, but anyways, back to my my thing, that was really cool. So, but yeah, it was just an option, but then, your family, like I said, talking about something. So this one person's trying to egg on everyone. They're tranny from British, and they're like, the thing is a lady basically lives in England, and she says, oh, I feel safe in England. I don't need a gun. Well, that's your opinion. You're friggin' English. I don't care. But anyway, so basically, I left messages to my father-in-law, and it's kind of hit and miss. Oh, over the weekend, okay, one of my adopted sisters, Patty, I saw a message on Facebook about, we're so sorry, and I was like, what's going on? So I messaged Patty's sister, which I'm friends with. Turns out Patty's dog died, Corky, and Patty's in Facebook jail, so they went out and got a new one, a new dog called Marshmallow, a little puppy, So, so basically, I thought it was sad because, they lost, their dog. And so, earlier today, I was looking out my window, and lo and behold, on the grass over there, right outside the window, about 4 feet, laying in my grass, because you can see where the grass is down in a place, there was this nice deer just sitting there and looked up at me, and I just left it alone. We have a lot of deer on this island, so it's a really great, beautiful sight to see deer, so anyways, so tomorrow morning, like I said, I'm gonna go to the beach, taking a towel, and a blanket, and a pillow, and a book, and I'm just gonna sit there and relax, And then when I get done with my tan and I'm ready to go home, I might take my sun hat too, wherever it is, and just so I don't get sunstroke or heat stroke, and just relax, And because here it was just really nice today, and it was like 80. So tomorrow is supposed to be 75. So, but yeah, I mean I mean literally, it's gonna be a really great time, So um on that aspect, So the weather currently says it's nice out. Nice is a word you use to describe boring things, And then we're supposed to have 78 tomorrow, 75 on Saturday, which means good, and it goes back into the 60s until the 18th. So so summer's almost a month away, like 6 weeks away, and I'm telling you. I decided to, like I said, get a tan today, and I think I did quite well. Tomorrow, maybe I will wear a bikini and get a little more tan, and just enjoy myself on the beach, and just, enjoy myself because, what's the point of just being cooped up here? That's the thing that, the therapist was saying. So one of the things I wanted to share with you guys is today, I told Chloe last night to keep it down, and she's like, "Stop yelling at me." Well, I was telling her it was a trigger today when she was saying the same thing, so she realized we got to work on our triggers because of it. Cool. So we got to work on the triggers because I just, like I said, so people look at me walking with Chloe. Not like today, Chloe was on the beach picking up seashells and cool rocks, and she's gonna wash them, and she's got house cleaning to do, and she's got to clean Ebony's cage, and and so you know, um, yeah, I mean, I came home and Ebony left her his little wooden block that he can chew on in his water, and the water turned brown because they're using a what do you call it, a wood stain on it, so the water went stained, and the bunny wasn't drinking, so I had to clean out his bowl, rinse it, clean it thoroughly, and then put fresh water in because the bunny dumped it in there, and so so yeah, and then we always put fresh hay every morning. We leave Ebony alone, when Ebony doesn't want to play, and so I let Ebony run around the bathroom for a while, and then I cleaned up all the little turds, and because the linoleum's easier to clean, you just sweep it up. These little tin pellets out, peepo, and well, yeah. Anyways, so like I said, I gotta look up some information. I got my controller, so I don't know what game I'm playing tonight. I might play Diablo 3, might be 7, might be Harvest Moon, something, just something to relax me, and just relax. So, um, so, but yeah, I mean, literally, the therapist was like, there's got to be some happy medium, right now. And so she was hinting at things like going out and stuff, like take the inner island ferry and take a ferry ride, or take uh um um the beach, or take a bicycle, and maybe she's right, maybe she's wrong, but thing is we needed to get out today because frankly I wanted to go out, and you know I mean, stage one's done on the first set of spreadsheets. Stage two, I'm working on, and if I don't get stage two done till Sunday, so be it. I mean, I'm not in a hurry. I mean, literally, I'm just sitting here, contemplating how to go about doing things. I do need to cut out eating out a lot because that's really damaging the pocketbook, literally. I mean, a friend of mine's like, I haven't seen you in a while. And I go, yeah, they own a shop. I'm like, well, I don't come in much because I'm too busy or I just don't want to spend the money. And I can get more out of a pound of coffee or 2 pounds of coffee than paying.
I'll let you know when both of your steaks are done. I'm cooking one right now. I'll be cooking one after the first one.
Okay. So basically,
I've tested it.
yeah. So basically, like I said, it's just been an interesting day. Tomorrow's gonna be the same. So I'm hoping that um that we can get through this and because frankly, I still need to get over to CMAR with her and let them know, that something's gonna have to be done because, you guys know she can't do the threats. She can't basically think of me as a bank and can't have her way. And the way I think of it is I'm gonna have to cut out eating out completely and take my lunches with me. So more peanut butter and sandwiches that go with me with a knife and a butter knife, so I could just take a little loaf of bread and make a sandwich down at the beach and just relax, and stay there and and then on the weekends, try to do my spreadsheets and on the weekdays if it's sunny out, just head out to the beach. If it's cold and windy, I'll take the ferry. I mean, the ferry's heated. I can just watch the water. I mean, be a a regular ferry traveler. Because it's the way to go. I know I owe Chloe a pair of shoes. Someone was talking about a sporting goods store on the island, so I got to go find that place. I might take a trip Sunday and just go walk around to look for the sporting good place. I'm supposed to check out, you know, you know, uh, you know, just you know, keep the peace, and so once I figure out other issues, I will let you know because frankly, I would like to know what's going on. And so to me, um, I would like to get things moving along, and I'm really curious next month's E3, what's going to come out of RPGs. Rumor has it there's another Call of Duty. I think they do one a year, but they churn them out faster than underwear. I think that's the biggest seller. But I just saw something that beat Grand Theft Auto, and they're like, "Oh well, Grand Theft Auto 6 is coming out," and it's like, how is Grand Theft Auto can to be comparing to Saints Row? I mean, Saints Row 1 and 2 was for Xbox, and they brought Saints Row 3 out for Switch, and apparently it blows Grand Theft Auto away. So I'm curious about how it plays and how it works, and so forth and so on. So on that aspect. So but are you a guy enjoying the view? Anyways, so technically, I'm doing good. Like I said, I'm gonna enjoy myself tonight. I got my controller, so I'm gonna enjoy my coffee. I got some dark roasted, extra dark roasted Tully's, and I just found out Tully's sold up to Keurig. Can't believe that, Tully's. I remember Tully's being a Seattle-based coffee. Now your coffee has been roasted in Canada. So I was looking at the grocery store, and they got some blends from Orcas Island that sold in the grocery store because there's a Orcas Island, Orcas Island you know, Keurig, which acquired Tully's in 2009. Revenue is $36 million, and they based in Seattle. And Tully's named to a now dysfunctional retail and wholesale chain of coffee shops in Seattle. Coffee shop chain also oversees licensing in Japan. So basically, I was curious about that because, Keurig, it saddens me that Keurig, who makes the K-Cups, is owned by the Dr. Pepper company. Wow. So Keurig owns Keurig Dr. Pepper. So, let's see. Keurig Green Mountain merged with Dr. Pepper Snapple Group in a deal. So creating Keurig Dr. Pepper, publicly traded conglomerates. So basically, Keurig Dr. Pepper. So Dr. Pepper, let's see, merged with Dr. Pepper. So Dr. Pepper spent like $20 billion almost just for it. And to me, I thought that was, kind of, because of it. And then there's the Seattle's Best Coffee Company, which, there is one in, and now it says Seattle Best Coffee is owned by Focus. It was started in 1970, and now it is on to, to compete with, AFC ownership, Seattle Compassion Island. AFC Enterprise sold SBC to Starbucks. Franchise rights in 11 countries. Starbucks closed the Vashon. So there's a coffee roasting company. There is a Seattle. No, there was a Tully's that was in downtown Seattle. But yeah, you see that they just basically turned around and basically Starbucks. So that really irks me that I'm finding out that some of these great coffee companies are being bought up by Starbucks. And to me, I think it royally sucks. I mean, literally, it royally sucks. And so, to me, I'm like, I'm looking at buying smaller company instead of Starbucks because, frankly, I don't want to give my money to a mega conglomerate. So, to me, I want to go with San Juan Roasting Company and this Orcas Island Coffee Company. And apparently Orcas Island has their own coffee company, So to me, it seems, yeah, there we go. Orcas Island Coffee. And so, local goods, and so that they I've seen it at the grocery store. And apparently one of this guy was just saying, that it looked really really good, And so, because frankly, so there's the local goods Orcas roast, French roast, Peruvian dark, Kenyan AA dark, Sinners espresso, the African Indonesian dark, the Nicaraguan medium dark, the Ethiopian black and tan, the Sumatran medium, the Latin American light, the Dough Bay blend, and they're all fair traded. So it's an organic coffee. And to me, the half-fast decaf, I'm not in the decaf, but you get the idea. So they got some pretty good coffees, and I really want to try them out. So to me, it seems pretty good, But I don't want to go and buy something from a mega conglomerate. If I find out these companies bought these companies about these, it's like going ahead and cutting down, like Nintendo having the monopoly for so long and then being slapped. I mean, Starbucks and these companies shouldn't basically buy out each other. Like Pepsi has to have like, what is it? Stores like I think Dairy Queen or something, and then Burger King is like Coca-Cola, McDonald's Coca-Cola. It's like, see, Pepsi and Coke, and it's like the other day Chloe and I were talking about Powerade. They're owned by Pepsi, and to me, these mega conglomerate companies are just, so, all right. So before I go, I got one more thing to say to you all. So I was watching a video today about a transgendered woman by the name of Princess. Funny name. I'm a duchess, so there you go. Anyway, she turns around and she was making a statement about trans people. Okay, now my opinion is this about trans people. All right, now if you want to live stealth, like today, I've had a lot of ladies stop me and talk to me about Moppy, and they're like, "Oh, what a cute dog! What a cute dog!" And thanks for talking to me, ma'am. Have a blessed day. And it made me feel good. I'm just living my life. Okay, I don't sit there and say I'm a real woman. I had a guy ask me for transvestites. I said no. And when he realized we were, surgery's done and stuff, he's like, "Oh, cool." So basically, he was a rich pothead. But the problem is, in my opinion, is this: is the problem with her statement was, and I agree completely with the statement. It's not her statement. It is these trans women, whether it be young trans women, mid-aged trans women, or older trans women, they all want to act and be a slut. They want to dress in drag stuff like thigh-high boots and thigh-high hose and garter belts and short mini skirts and sheath dresses that cover almost to their crotch, and if you don't have the surgery, you got to tuck and all that crap and act. Oh, yeah, you. So basically, what I'm trying to say is I've seen a lot of older trans women who think that the short mini skirts and thigh-high boots, as I said before, is the normal. You don't go out in public, not even a cisgendered woman or genetic, as I call it, would go out. A GG, a genetic girl, would go out and wear these types of outfits. You don't see Chloe running around going, "Oh yeah, look at my thigh highs, look at my boots, look at my ass, look how cute I am." Chloe knows the normal women don't wear those things. Today I was watching her video and I'm sitting there and I completely agreed. Look, my main gripe is, and you've heard me before say it, and I'm going to say it. Women do not wear these outfits, okay? And if a man thinks that he's a woman and he decides he's got to wear 50 pairs of pantyhose, one day a pair a day, go, "I'm a real woman."
I was thinking if I go to the beach with you tomorrow, I might bait.
So basically, what happened was, as Chloe agrees with me, that that's not what a woman does. Look, yeah, in my entire time seeing Dinky, I think I've seen her wear pantyhose or tights once. Once. Literally, my cousin says, "Well, you change into those nice little dresses, and then later you put on a cami like this, and you're wearing jeans, and you're wearing a duster, and you walk out with a cowboy hat. It's like two different people." And to me, I just choose whatever I'm in the mood for. I'm just the typical smoking, spitting cowgirl. But my main gripe is this: the two problems with the trans community, besides the clothes, which they want to act all slutty and be whorish, is guys don't want someone that's that whorish. That says, "I'm a whore, I'm a slut, I want to get laid." And most guys don't want to stick a penis into a inverted vagina or a butthole. Now, my main gripe is this: if you're an honest transgendered woman and you see these brick-faced bastards wanting to be a woman, and they go, "Oh, yeah, look at me, I'm 60, I'm not taxable, but, I want facial femme, and the Medicare's got to pay for it because I need to look cute for a dick in me." That's where it's wrong. You've lived 60 years, you were married with a girl, you came out, now everyone thinks you're a homo. And then you say, "Oh, yeah, I was discriminated." You're being discriminated because your looks. You're being discriminated because you're wearing something slutty and whorish at your age. And it's just downright wrong. If we just try to live in stealth mode or passable and just do your everyday thing, you won't be discriminated so much. Now, as she said, with the way things are going with the government and Trump, you have to take extra precautions because You know, you could get murdered just by wearing something like that. They know, or you know, a woman, you could walk in with a slutty horse outfit and you're a brick faced bastard. Next thing you know, you're murdered by a woman because you went into their bathroom. And so you got to look at the being safe and dressing and acting like a whore. Most of these trans women, they act like whores. And then the final part is these young ones go, oh no, well, they have to accept us as real women. We need dick in us. They don't have to accept shit. They won't trample on you, squeeze their shoe, and think of you as a cockroach. They will. They'll be like, oh, look, cockroach. Or a beetle. Or a stink beetle. They don't care. They'll squish you. Why? Crushing your head, crushing your head, crushing your head. Kids in the hall. They'd be doing that basically because they crushing your head, crushing your head. They don't care. They're a man. They're set in the ways that a woman is a woman who can bear children. Don't get implants. Don't get their penis cut off and made into a vagina. They are the type of men. And then they sit there and they say, well, how come Leroy's dating a woman who used to be a dude? Leroy's dating him because no women wants Leroy. It's a rejection. So Leroy takes the first available woman, and it turns out to be a trans woman. I've been around 20 plus years transitioning. I've seen things for 30 plus years. 35, at 5 years old, I've seen a lot of stuff. So I can tell you with my expertise being a 40-year-old woman, I can clearly tell you that, you know, the main problem is it's the clothing and the fact that the younger generation, the middle generation, and the older generation all want to be accepted. And they're ramming it down other people's throats.
Let's show this on video, your dinner.
Here's my dinner. Put it on the table. I'm going to go now. Thank you, Chloe. Please add and subscribe. Please post comments. Please leave feedback, suggestions. Keep it nice is all we ask. Hit that like and subscribe button. Hit that bell notification for new content. And God bless you and everything you do.